On the desk today, we are taking a look at a Yema. This is a new brand for my channel, but definitely not new to the watchmaking world. Yema is a French watch company that debuted in the 1940s, although this model that we're looking at today came out in 1966. This is the Yema Yachtingraf Croisière Meca-quartz, and I don't speak French, so if I butchered that word, I sincerely apologize. But croisière means to cruise or to go cruising, which is right in line with that yachting theme that we're going to talk about in a little bit. So without further ado, let's roll the intro, and then we'll come right back, do the unboxing, see how the watch wears on me, talk about some specs, some prices, and my overall opinion of the watch. Alright, so pretty basic packaging here, just a black cardboard box that says Yema on it. Let's go ahead and take this off. Inside we are met with a perforated leather watch roll, which is really cool. We've got a owner's manual here. Has the French flag colors, says 1948. It's got a whole catalog of other watches and stuff in it, which is nice. Then we've got this kind of leather model number with a date of purchase and Yema.com, service center information. Really cool. I've never gotten one in leather before. International warranty. And this is a 2-year international warranty from my understanding as well. All right, so setting aside the packaging, here we have the perforated leather watch roll, which I really like. We got the watch inside. All right, let me get this out of the plastic and we'll be right back. All right, so here we have the Yachtingraf. What a cool little watch. I love everything that has to do with boats and diving and regatta racing, and especially watches. So this watch was right up my alley. We're going to throw it on and see how it wears and talk about some specs and price and all that, but let's take a look at the dial first. The 9 o'clock subdial has this big oversized register for the countdown timer. That's for regatta races, and that goes all the way back to the 1960s and why this watch came out in the first place. I suppose the idea is that boats are always moving, and so to cross the line at the same time when they're supposed to when the race starts, you have to have some kind of countdown timer to make sure you cross that line at the appropriate time, and hence the Yachtingraf yacht timer or regatta timer. The 3 o'clock side has this 24-hour subdial, which is nice, and then we have the small seconds here at the 6. This is the triple register of the VK63 from Seiko. We've got some applied lume on the hour and minute hands here, nice big white seconds hand for that chronograph function, and then we've got a nice seconds track around the edge of the dial with these polished hour markers as well. Other than the dial, we've got a nice slim case profile here. Got a coat of arms on the back, says Yachtingraf, Yema, chronograph, 10 bar. Yeah, very nice. Definitely a waterproof or water resistant strap from what I can tell so far. Not sure exactly how comfortable this will be. Seems like it might be a little bit stiff, but I don't think it's going to get damaged with water, so that's nice to say. So let's take a look at this on my wrist and see how it wears, and then we'll talk about the other specs. Before I show you the Yema, I'll show you what I'm wearing today, which is my 2022 coaxial Seamaster, and I have it on my Uncle Strap's rubber strap that I'm testing right now, which seems to be working out nicely. But let's take that off and throw on the Yema, and I'll show you how that wears. All right, so here we have the Yema Yachtingraf on my 17 centimeter wrist, which is just about 6.7 inches. This is a 38.5 millimeter case, as mentioned, with a 46 millimeter lug to lug, 19 millimeter lug width, and a 10.3 millimeter thick case overall. Part of that is that 2 millimeter Hess-like crystal. Inside the Yachtingraf is the Seiko VK63 Meca-quartz movement, and you might be snubbing your nose at the fact that this French watch company is using a Japanese movement, but you might be interested to know that this company was actually owned by Seiko at one point. So from 1986 to 2004, Hattori Seiko actually owned the Yema brand. So for that reason, I actually think it's kind of a cool little nod to their Seiko history to include something like the VK63 in this watch. I like that movement overall. Quartz is just nice, especially when you're on a yacht or a boat or something and you don't want to have to worry about the watch running on time. Quartz is always nice to have. All right, so let's start that chronograph, and while that runs, we can talk about the price. So this is a $369 watch, which is right in line with other VK style watches like the metric or Brew retrograph rather, that is $375. This comes with a 2-year international warranty. At the moment, Yema is not charging any tariffs, so if you wanted to import this to the US, they are absorbing all the tariffs, assuming that there are any at all. They've been paused as of me recording this, but by the time this uploads, God knows what they will be at that point. So this is also offered on a steel mesh band in addition to this strap, which is quite stiff, to be honest with you. I'm not in love with it, but I do like the look of it. And again, it is going to be really utilitarian and water resistant from what I can see. Taking the watch off, we're going to take another look at the case here. I have a signed Yema crown. We've got the pushers here, which are nicely integrated to the case. I think overall the size and profile of this watch is really nice. We got really nice lighting right now, so I wanted to show you how this looks as I move it around. These high polished hands and indexes really look nice as the lighting changes. I really like the high polished bezel around the crystal as well. These polished edges on the lugs. The overall finishing and fit and finish of this watch is excellent in my opinion. For the price especially, $369. And I did compare it briefly to another VK movement watch like the Brew Retrograph, but I think a more apt comparison, visually speaking, is the Tag Heuer Carrera Skipper. There's another regatta timer or yacht watch, but that one is $6,900. This is $369 total. So I think you're getting 90% of the looks for a small fraction of the price. I actually did just try on that tag at the boutique the other day, so I will throw a photo of that up on screen to show you how that wears. Has near identical case profile as well. It has a 39mm case, whereas this is a 38.5mm case. And this is my first Yema. I think I picked a nice starting model here with the Meca-quartz. I really like the tie-in to the Seiko history, and I really love the regatta history and yacht timing history of the brand. I think that Yema overall is really coming up lately with these in-house calibers they're doing. They've got this really nice micro rotor movement that they're making now. I really want to see a Superman at some point with that C2 movement inside. And I really considered buying one of those. I just think that for me personally, I'm not quite ready to buy a French in-house movement and send it back for service if I need to. There's no one here that would be able to service it. So I went with this Meca-quartz movement. You tell me if you think I made the right choice. I think I did. I think it's a gorgeous watch. And I'm excited to wear it on the boat here this summer in Puget Sound. And hopefully you guys enjoy the video. And I have one more Yema watch to review coming up here shortly. So look forward to that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.